grew up in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and went to Millsaps College, so my Mississippi roots run deep. The road led to Washington, D.C., where I worked for 30 years doing the Washington, D.C. dance, among a variety of things, and have ended up in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The most wonderful thing was getting involved in a project here back in Mississippi, which reconnected me with my roots to write the book Mississippi Entrepreneurs. Mississippi Entrepreneurs is actually an entrepreneurial endeavor. Tim Medley, who's a Jacksonian, had the vision for a book that would tell the stories of Mississippi entrepreneurs. Then he put together a publishing group called Cat Island Books, and they composed of other Jacksonians, and they took the risk of publishing a book. And then they realized that none of the publishers had any publishing experience, and they did something that's very important for entrepreneurs. They went out and sought help, and they enlisted Sita Srinivasan, the Director Emerita of University Press of Mississippi, to be our book project director and editor. So that's how it all came about. That's a very tough question. I actually interviewed almost 100 people, and I thought that I would be able to make a short list of the most interesting, and the truth is, in different ways, every one of them was fascinating, but they range from people like Dr. Satnam Sethi here in Jackson, Mississippi, who founded a very large hospitality enterprise driven by passion, to John Palmer on the technology side, who founded SkyTel and several other businesses. John is one of those people who slides to the curve and could anticipate what businesses were coming. They include people in the creative economy like Aaron Hain and Nuno Ferreira, who founded Nuno Aaron, a business that marries art with technology. Mike Sanders, who brought very advanced technology to his farm supply business. I mean, the vision and the innovation that people use was just amazing. There's Dr. Aaron Shirley, who founded Jackson Medical Mall, Martha Bergmark, the Mississippi Center for Justice, Bill Bynum of Hope Enterprise Corporation, who actually developed an app so that people could deposit checks without going to check cashing companies in rural communities. Betsy Bradley of the Mississippi Museum of Art, who absolutely transformed that. So there was a preponderance of business entrepreneurs, but also some really stunning social and cultural entrepreneurs. Well, Mississippi entrepreneurs particularly brought out the fact that, to me, there are 4 qualities that unite successful entrepreneurs. And, one of them is vision, the vision to see something that fills a need or a service, a product, something that's not there. The willingness to take a risk, whether it's financial risk or going into a risky business. A lot of Mississippi businesses are vulnerable to weather disasters, for example. The ability to innovate, and the twin to me to innovation is creativity, whether it's people in the arts or creative thinking. But the biggest trait of all is passion. And the entrepreneurs articulated that themselves. That is the trait that fuels drive, which leads to success. I mean, you can have vision, you can be innovative, but unless you have passion, it's a hard road, and you're just not going to achieve your goals unless you have passion for the business. It's not hard. Mississippi has more wonderful independent bookstores than Washington, D.C. did. So if you live in Jackson, you can go to Lemuria. If you live in Oxford, you can go to Square Books. If you live in Tupelo, you can go to Gumtree. That's the first place I would go to get copies of the book. University Press of Mississippi also has them, but John Evans of Lemuria and Richard Holworth of Square Books are featured in the book. They're amazing cultural entrepreneurs, and really at probably any bookstore past Christiane on the coast, the book's all over the state.